I've been chasing every echo in the dark, looking for a voice to light my heart. Thought you lived somewhere above my fear, but you were whispering already here. I walked miles just to find what was waiting in my mind. Every step a quiet clue, every silence leading back to you. Open the inner doorway, let me feel you in my breathing. Softly, if I look inside the shadows I've been running from, will I finally see where all your light comes from? I've been scared of what I'd see within, buried all the ways I've come undone and sinned. But you sit softly in the mess I hide, like a mercy waiting on the other side. Not a thunder, not a sign, just a presence intertwined with the ache behind my ribs and the hope I still resist. Open the inner doorway, let me feel you in my breathing. Softly, if I look inside the shadows I've been running from, will I finally see where all your light comes from? If every wound becomes a window, maybe you can meet me in the hollow. If every fear becomes a room, maybe that's where you break through. Open the inner doorway, let me feel you like a if I fall into the quiet where my doubts belong, will you hold me in the space you've been all along? Open the inner doorway, let me find you in the place you always stay. I've been searching all the loudest rooms, trying to outrun quiet truth. Thought I'd find you where the lightning falls, but you were humming in my hidden walls. I thought you lived somewhere far, all this door. I felt a presence I've been reaching for. Not a sermon, not a rule, just a warmth that softened every wound. Every doubt that made me break melted when I saw the space you take. You're where I begin, in the center of the ache beneath my skin. Not a temple, not a place I have to win, just the stillness softly pulling me within. You're where I begin, where the whispers sound like healing wind. If I lose myself again, teach me how to breathe you in. If I'm blinded by the fear, show me you were always here. You're where I begin. Every ending leads me back to you again. Every silence, every tear I'm drowning in becomes a doorway you are standing in. You're where I begin, and where I end is where your mercy. There's a softness in the dark tonight, something breathing underneath my fight. Every thought that I tried to hide feels like you're sitting right beside. I've been scared of being still, afraid of hearing what I feel, but in the silence I can tell you're the echo in the place I felt. Inside the quiet, you unfold in the spaces where my secrets stay untold. I thought I'd lose you when I lost control, but that's the place you made your gentle home. Inside the quiet, soft and slow, you show me everything I needed to know. I've mistaken distance for your grace, thought you'd never meet me in this place, but every time I breathe in but breaks, your presence trembles in the shakes. I don't need a holy sign, just the warmth that touches mine in the corners of my mind, where your mercy learns mine. Inside the quiet, you unfold in the spaces where my secrets stay untold. I thought I'd lose you when I lost control, but that's the place you made your gentle home. Inside the quiet, soft and slow, you show me everything I needed to know. Even when the noise inside me screams, you slip through the cracks of all my broken seams. Not demanding I be strong, just reminding me I've known you. Inside the quiet, here you stay, in the trembling, in the fear I hide away. Every whisper of your love becomes a guide to the part of me where you've been all this time. Inside the quiet, soft and low, you teach my heart the way back home. I've been walking through the mess inside my chest, looking for a place where I can finally rest. Every corner of my heart feels warm, like a temple that the storms have torn. But there's a glow behind my fear, a quiet room, you're always near, a place untouched by all I've lost, a gentle light behind the cross. There's a hidden chapel in my soul, where the broken parts of me are made whole. I've been searching everywhere I roam, but you were building me a sacred home in the hidden chapel, soft and small. You remind me I was never lost at all. I've been trying to fill the emptiness with noise, forgetting stillness has its own kind of voice. Every prayer I never dared to speak echoes softly in the space you keep. In the quiet where I've been, I feel something start to mend. Not a sermon, not a sign, just a warmth that feels divine. There's a hidden chapel in my soul, there's a hidden chapel in my soul, where the broken parts of me are made whole. Broken parts of me are made whole. I've been searching everywhere I roam, but you were building me a sacred home in the hidden chapel, soft and small. You remind me I was never lost at all. If I fall apart again tonight, meet me in the dimmest light. Show me every wounded place is still a room your mercy graced. There's a hidden chapel in my soul, where your quiet love begins to take control. Every fear I thought would haunt me alone becomes a hymn you turn into a song in the hidden chapel, soft and true. I finally find the way back into you. I've been drifting in the shadows of my mind, hiding from the truths I didn't want to find. But every time I breathe through the fear, I feel a quiet spark beginning to appear. At the light had to shine out, break the darkness, shake the clouds, but you're gentler than I knew. A small glow pulling me back into you. I'm slow into life, but you don't rush the way I rise at night. Every broken step I take still feels alright when you're guiding me slow into light. I'm slow into light, but inside myself is where you finally ignite. I've been waiting for a holy sign, something bright to prove that you are mine. But you whisper where my doubt lies deep, in the parts of me I'm scared to keep. You don't force me to be brave, you just meet me where I cave. And in the quiet of my chest, you turn my trembling into rest. Slow into light, but you don't rush the way I rise at night. Every broken step I take still feels alright when you're guiding me slow into light. I'm slow into light, but inside myself is where you finally ignite. If loving you means learning how to face the mirror here and now, then stay with me in every place where I mistake fear for grace. I'm slow into light, but your mercy doesn't mind my fragile fight. You stay patient when I lose my sight. You keep calling me slow into light. I'm slow into light. Finding you inside is how the dark turns bright. I turned off every light inside just to see what stayed when I stopped trying to hide. And in the silence where my fears bloom, I swear I felt you in the quiet room. Not a vision, not a flame, no thunder calling out my name, just a warmth that slowly grew, like the smallest proof that you were true. You're God in the quiet room, used to think you lived above. Too holy for my mess, too distant to be loved. But you came close with a dark consume and filled the emptiness inside the quiet room. Every whisper in my chest sounds like you, and I confess all the doubts I try to hide are the very things you sit beside. You're God in the quiet room, where my scattered thoughts and shadows bloom, where I'm trembling in the spaces I assume you would want to step into. But you're God in the quiet room, staying with me even when I break too soon. Fall apart again tonight, meet me in the low blue light. If I lose myself before I pray, will you remind me you still stay? You're God in the quiet room, where the wounds I fear become my truth, where the smallest hope begins to move, and I start believing you're here too. You're God in the quiet room, turning all my ashes into something new. There's a small prayer somewhere inside, soft as a whisper that I always hide. I don't know the words, I barely believe, but I feel you listening every time I breathe. It's not loud, it's not strong, it's the quiet I've been missing all along. Not a sermon, not a plea, just a gentle ache that reaches you from me. There's a small prayer inside me, growing in the places where I used to bleed. I thought I lost you in my unbelief, but you stayed through everything I couldn't see. There's a small prayer inside me, and it sounds a little more like hope each week. I've been scared of facing my heart, every hidden scar, every trembling part. But when the silence holds me tight, I feel something sacred flicker into light. It's not perfect, not profound, just a fragile faith without a sound. But you meet it where it's sweet, turning all my shallow breaths into something deep. There's a small prayer inside me, growing in the places where I used to bleed. I thought I lost you in my unbelief, but you stayed through everything I couldn't see. There's a small prayer inside me, and it sounds a little more like hope each week. If I lose it in the noise, keep it safe with your steady voice. If I break before I kneel, hold the pieces till they heal. There's a small prayer inside me, soft but steady as it learns to leave. Every moment that I thought you'd leave was a moment you were planting seeds. There's a small prayer inside me, and it rises like a quiet melody. You've been standing on the edge of who you are, afraid to look inside, afraid to fall too far. But every time you try to run outside, you end up facing what you couldn't hide. There's a softness underneath your fear voice that stays when no one's near. Quiet faith you never planned, resting in the tremble of your hands. Fall into yourself, you'll find the place where all your hidden prayers are kept. You'll find the love you thought you had to earn, waiting in the places where your shadows burn. Fall into yourself, you'll meet the God who never needed something else. You've been holding every tear behind your teeth, thinking he won't love the broken underneath. But when you finally let your heartbeat drop, you'll hear a mercy that will never stop. Ooh, you don't have to rise today, you don't have to know the way. Just let go of the need to fight. Let him catch you in the quiet night. Fall into yourself, you'll find the place where all your hidden prayers are kept. You'll find the love you thought you had to earn, waiting in the places where your shadows burn. Fall into yourself, you'll meet the God who never needed something. Fall all the way, you'll land where all His gentle mercy stays. Fall into yourself, you'll see the truth you couldn't find in anywhere else. Every part of you you fear to show becomes the soil where quiet graces grow. Fall into yourself, He's been living in the space beneath your shell. There's a room inside my chest where I hide the things I never confess. Dusty corners, broken frames, memories I never learned to name. I thought you wouldn't want to see the messy parts that still live in me. But every time I let the silence in, I feel a presence settling under my skin. In a room inside my chest, where the shadows gather when I'm stressed, you walk softly through the mess, turning all my jagged edges into rest. In the room inside my chest, you make even my been carrying these walls for years, stacking them high with all my fears. But when I hear you whisper low, they start to crack in the softest glow. You don't rush, you don't demand, you just sit and take my shaking hand. And in the quiet where I break, you turn my tremble into grace. Oh, in the room inside my chest, where the shadows gather when I'm stressed, you walk softly through the mess, turning all my jagged edges into rest. In the room inside my chest, you make even my fears feel blessed. In the room inside my chest, you make a home where I felt like a guest. Every corner that I feared to show starts to feel like a place your mercy grows. In the room inside my chest, you turn broken into something that's addressed. I've been walking with my head down low, carrying a weight I never meant to show. But in the quiet when I say my name, I hear a softness moving through my shame. It's like a glow I never claimed, something holy I can't tame. You placed a spark beneath my fear, a quiet truth that keeps me here. There's a light beneath my name, shining even when I lose my flame. I thought you'd leave when I broke again, but you stayed in the pieces where I'd never look in. There's a light beneath my name, soft and steady like a mercy I can't explain. Every failure that I try to hide feels a little smaller standing by your side. You breathe gently on the parts I blame and turn the ashes into gentle change. I don't need a brand new start, just a whisper in my heart. And every time I think I'm done, your quiet kindness pulls me home. There's a light beneath my name, shining even when I lose my flame. I thought you'd leave when I broke again, but you stayed in the pieces where I never look in. There's a light beneath my name, soft and steady like a mercy I can't explain. If I forget it when I fall, call me softly through it all. Let me hear you in the dark, telling me I've always had your spark, your spark, your spark. There's a light beneath my name, growing brighter where I used to carry blame, even when the night feels too long to face. You keep glowing in the corners that I can't erase. There's a light beneath my name, a holy whisper only love could sustain. You don't need to shine too bright for me. Just a little glow is all I need to see. I've been living in the corners of my doubt, hiding every fear I couldn't work out. But you keep a small flame in my chest, a quiet glow that whispers rest. Every time I want to disappear, you hold the light that keeps me near. Hold the low light, keep it soft enough to guide me through the night. I don't need the sun to make it right, just the glow that tells me you're still inside. Hold the low light, let it live inside me when I lose my fight. I've been scared of how I fall apart, every crack revealing too much of my heart. But you don't move, you don't withdraw, you stay inside the dimness of it all. And when the darkness feels too true, I find a spark that leads to you. Not loud, not forced, not shining bright, just enough to open up my tired eyes. Hold the low light, keep it soft enough to guide me through the night. I don't need the sun to make it right, just the glow that tells me you're still in sight. Hold the low light, let it live inside me when I lose my fight. If I fade again tonight, will you stay within the fragile light? If I break like I have before, will you hold the glow a little more? Hold the low light in the places where I'm too undone to rise, in the moments where my hope is running dry. You keep shining in the corners of my mind. Hold the low light, and I learn to see you even in the quiet. I spent years searching outside, thinking you lived somewhere I couldn't find. But every time I quieted the noise, I felt your presence in my breaking voice. You weren't hiding in the sky, here, in the center of the fear I held for years. Not in thunder, not in signs I could reveal, but in the softest part of me I feel I found you here. And it's the first time everything feels clear. You were resting in the space I fought, underneath the weight of every thought. I kept chasing what I thought was true, never knowing I was running into you. You didn't shout, you never pushed, you simply stayed where my shadows rushed. And now the quiet in my chest feels like the place you love the best. I found you here, in the center of the fear I held for years. Not in thunder, not in signs I could reveal, but in the softest part of me I feel I found you here. And it's the first time everything feels clear. If I wander from myself again, will you call me back with that gentle blend of mercy, warmth, and silent grace that always waits in my hidden place? I found you here, in the echoes of the truths I couldn't hear. And now the healing doesn't feel severe, it's just a whisper pulling me near. I found you here, inside the heart I thought